How do you create a brand that truly represents who you are and the products you sell, as well as building a business that you can scale online? That is what this podcast will help you do. My name is Henry Kaminski Jr., and welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast.
Let me just make this statement loud and clear. Surgeon's here, surgeon's here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Brand Doctor Podcast episode. We are going to have some fun with this topic today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to handle the "you're overpriced" objection. Because I see a lot of people, when somebody comes at them with the "you're overpriced," right away we get defensive. Right away we go into attack mode. And we wanna level heads or prove to them how valuable we are. Yet, not a good look. Not a good look. Okay. So what we want to do first is understand that this is on them. This is not on you. Okay. What do I mean by that? I think when we let our egos get the best of us, we want to attack. We get all, oh my God, well, what if they're right? Right? And we start to go into these limiting beliefs, like, oh, maybe I should lower my price. Maybe I am overpriced. Maybe I'm not. Right? That is so the wrong way to go. Okay. Now, you do have to price your services competitively. Okay. You got to find your sweet spot, and that's going to take some time. Right. But if somebody says that you're overpriced, there's some ways we can challenge this without looking defensive, without looking like we're trying to prove ourselves to anybody. Okay, so I just want you to understand that don't take it personal, right? It's not you. It's the product, it's the service, it's the person. And we need to realign, recalibrate, and go about this in a way that's really going to not only help you position yourself and align your branding with what you stand for, but it also helps the client better understand the value behind what you do. So I'm going to tell you how we're going to tackle this objection right after this quick message. If you're a business owner who wants to significantly grow your audience online and needs help dialing in your message to attract the right clients, check out this free video training that will help you position yourself more effectively and improve your brand's online presence. Visit www.uniquedesigns, with a Z at the end, not an S, .net/brand strategy. All right, let's get into this, okay? So there's a few ways we can handle this, okay? It is not the end of the road, and it's not the end of the sale if somebody calls your service overpriced, okay? When you get this objection from somebody, 9 times out of 10, they just don't see the value in it. Okay, so we have to go back to the value conversation. And this is something that I learned from a guy by the name of Blair Enns. He talks about value-based pricing a lot, and that's his whole business, right? He teaches consultants how to value-based price their services, right? So what he talks about when it comes to the value conversation, he's talking about what the client desired future state looks like. Okay, so it goes with I ask this question a lot. It basically starts with something along these lines. They call it the Dan Sullivan question. It's, let's look a year from now, prospect or client, potential client. What has happened in your life that has made you so happy, both professionally and personally, right? Let's start going deep here, right? So they'll say things like, my business is well branded. I have a brand that I could really stand behind. I have a funnel that's functioning and generating great leads and sales. I built out a team. I have a podcast. I'm going on more vacations with my family. I have a better relationship with my wife and my kids. And so they start laying all this stuff down, right? And I've taken notes and I'm listening. And then I say, all right, anything else? And they say, no, I think after like the 30th thing, they're like, no, I think I got it all. All right, awesome. What metrics are we going to use to make sure that we're on the right track, right? And that we're hitting our key performance indicators, right? Could be an example like increase sales by 40%. Okay, great. So we go line by line. Everything that they told me, I'm going to ask them, how are we going to measure the success of that? And then we want to put a value to that metric. So for example, 40% increase in sales means $40,000 a month extra in revenues. Okay, that's a value assigned. When I ask the value assigned to a beautiful relationship with your kids, they're probably going to come back to me and say, that's priceless. Okay, great. So you see how we're painting the picture? See how we're building the value? If your service can help them get and achieve what it is that they told you, you're going to win. And they're going to be better educated on how your service is going to get them there. Okay, so that's something that you need to be able to articulate, right? But you trying to prove how awesome your service is right out of the gate without going through this value conversation, it's putting a cart before the horse. It's putting a cart before the horse. Okay, so that's the value conversation, soup to nuts, and that's going to help you position yourself a lot better, and it's going to help you position your brand a lot better to be seen as a more premium resource. Okay, because you're putting in the effort to understand what's valuable to the client or potential client, right? Now, if they're coming at you pretty strong and they're going with the, well, listen, you're overpriced. I could get this stuff done a lot cheaper. There's a couple ways you can handle that, right? Here's the way I would typically respond to that. So I would say something along the lines of, have you ever been burned before? Have you ever paid a lot for something and didn't get what you expected? What happened there? Can you tell me more about that? And then I just shut up and I listen. And they're going to let you have it. They're going to tell you exactly where their expectations were not met. So then I'm going to let them finish, and then I'm going to say, well, let me ask you something. If you would have gotten what you paid for, would you have thought about the situation differently? So the matter isn't about price. It's about getting what you ask for. So as a vendor, we do what we say. Bottom line. 9 times out of 10, when you challenge their assumption of you're overpriced with that dialogue, they're going to start to reevaluate their thinking and their process. Here's another one. You're going to get somebody to come to you one of these days that are, if not already, that are going to say, you know what, there's people out there that could do it for half of what you're charging. And this is what you respond to. You don't fall for the trap. It's very easy to fall for the trap. All you have to say is you're right, because it's true. There's tons of people out there that are cheaper than me. They probably do amazing work. They probably have the same experience. So why are we talking then? And then let them talk. Let them talk. You don't have to combat You don't have to combat this aggressive objection. Trying to, prove yourself. You don't want to, that's defensive move right there. You want to roll with the flow, baby. You want to roll with the flow, right? When you react in a defensive or an aggressive manner, you're done. You're done. You're done. Listen, I'm not pointing fingers. I've been there. I've let my ego get the best of me. I've let my emotions get the best of me. And I have gone at prospects all defensive and I made a fool of myself, honestly. Right. But I can laugh at it now because I got coached up and now I know how to handle a situation like that. Right. So it happens to the best of us. How do we make it right? How do we keep the client top of mind and put ourselves in their shoes so that we can better understand them? This is how. Imagine you had a brand that represented the part and pre-framed people, letting them know that you're not going to be the cheapest and that you are a premium service. How might that change the way people perceive the value of your business? I used to tell people, and I still do to this day, when you look the part, you could charge the part. However, you better be able to deliver the part. I hope you got a better understanding of how to handle this objection. We went over the the value conversation. We went over 2 ways to handle this objection with great responses that are more on the, I would say, offense than the defense. And it's really going to help you position your brand in a way that is customer centric. So take this and apply it immediately and let me know what kind of sales you're closing. Because I guaranteed it's going to help you close more sales and more deals and help you level up your pricing. Because when you have a business that you're confident with, right? When you have a brand that truly represents the value that you deliver, great things happen. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.